while equities are having a tough time, it's a very different story for metals. Huge metal rally is being seen, and pretty much from the start of 2021, where there's a coordinated rally across all commodity prices, but notably among them being copper, which is on a tearaway run, crossing $9,000. In fact, my colleague Mubina Kapasi is explaining why.
It's a steely rally for base metals, from copper to nickel and tin. All of them are close to a 10-year high. In fact, copper on the London Metal Exchange has crossed $9,000 for the first time since 2011. And even nickel, which by the way is also used for electric vehicles, has crossed $20,000. The vaccine rollout, the stellar advanced economic recovery, and also the decline in the US dollar, which is the currency on which most of these base metals are priced, are now sort of spurring this rally. But what's more is there is fear of a shortage of these metals. Remember, I said that we are in the midst of this great economic recovery that is furthering the advance in these metals. But unfortunately, we are also staring at a shortage. Goldman Sachs says that we are in fact staring at a historical copper shortage. They are saying that the starting point as well of copper inventories was very low. Chinese Lunar New Year is now over, so they'll be coming back into action, and they will spur the next leg of rally in copper prices. Citi as well has said that they expect a substantial deficit in copper until at least 2023. Back home too, our apparent consumption for April to November is at 257.9 thousand MT versus 356.2 MT. That's not a problem. The problem is that the production has dropped very, very drastically. So it indicates that in India as well, we are in severe shortage of copper, because remember, even the Tuticorin plant belonging to Vedanta is shut down. Hindalco's own copper plants are under maintenance shutdown. So these are all the problems we are facing. Electrical and telecommunication, transportation, consumer durables, all of these are big consumers of copper, and this price rise is going to pinch them quite a bit.
Daniel Briesemann, Commodities Analyst, Commerzbank, joins us now for more perspective. Daniel, thank you so much for speaking with us. Great to have you on ET Now. Put into perspective for us why we're seeing this uptake. People are calling it the new decade for copper, an end of a 10-year cycle. What's going on?
Yeah, first, thank you very much for the invitation. Well, we could start from a fundamental point of view, and your colleague already mentioned the most important points. The rally began with demand hopes, followed by supply fears. But now we also see a lot of speculation in the market, and we think copper and the other base metals have actually run hot. However, this does not seem to be the end of the sky, or only the sky is the limit, one could say, and the momentum is clearly there. So we should be prepared for even higher prices. Also, we now think it's not they are too high right now.
Do you think that we will see a continuation of this trend, maybe up to 10,000? What would those factors entail even long term? Because if we're talking about a decade-long cycle, are resurgent economies more focused on electric vehicle systems, more focused on renewables, going to increase demand for copper?
Yes, certainly. I totally agree with you. In the very short term, I think the price rally will continue, and I'm very sure that we will see copper recording new highs, or new record highs, actually, probably in the very near future. Talking a little bit more long term, it's certainly the demand coming from the electric vehicles, coming from decarbonization in general. The 5G technology will be very important in terms of copper demand. So actually it looks very good for copper from a demand perspective. However, we should not forget, as things normalize, and we all think it will do, then we should also talk about rising supply again, because then the mines will also be able to churn out more material. So yes, there is very good demand for copper, but I think this will be met with increasing supply, and I am not sure that the copper market is really that tight over the next few years.
All right, thank you so much, Daniel, for speaking with us today.